Adam Hewison here, president of INO.com and co-creator of MarketClub with your video market update for Monday, the 8th of April. Great Britain lost a great leader. The last great leader we've had in England was Margaret Thatcher, in my humble opinion. She was an amazing lady and did some great things for the country. Also, the S&P and Nasdaq are not acting well. Are they turning down? We'll see about that today. Also, the earnings and schedule are coming out today for Alcoa. Let's see how that works out. And Japan, the gift that keeps on giving, we'll be looking at that currency pair today. So let's go right to the charts and our portfolio. And here we are. We made some database changes this weekend, so the servers are very, very fast. I think you'll notice that right away. So let's just go right here. Here's the chart of the S&P 500. You can see we had a target zone of 1560, which is right here. And the market had a hard time going over that level. Now we did come down to the 1540 level, and that's the line in the sand. If we go below 1540, then we're going to turn our intermediate term triangle negative, and it will indicate further downside action, in my humble opinion. We've got the earnings season kicks off today with Alcoa. They used to be very important in the Dow 30. Now it's only represented by 0.4% of the Dow, so it's not a big deal in terms of the Dow, but it would indicate that we are going to see the earnings come out, and they're looking for disappointing earnings right across the board for most companies, and that is not a good sign. That, coupled with the unemployment, the non-farm payrolls last week, indicates that we're slowing down and after spending a ton of money. So let's go to our next chart. And the next chart we're going to be looking at is the Dow Jones. Again, this is really held incredibly well, but we're starting to lose some momentum. We do have a bearish divergence. We have come from top. I could see us going down below maybe the 14.3 level, maybe even lower than that, but let's watch the trade triangles on that one. On the composite Nasdaq, not good. We're down again today. It looks as though this market's having real problems. As you know, we've been negative on this particular index as opposed to being long the S&P 500. We still think that trade's going to continue. The tech sector is very, very negative, and that's what's pulling this down, particularly Apple. So let's go to our next market, the US dollar. This market has made a remarkable recovery from the lows just below the 128 level, back up to the 130 level. We think the 130 level is going to be like literally like a fortress here across this level here. So I don't think we're going to go much above that level. And I think we'll sort of move around here, and I think eventually we'll start moving back down. Things in Europe are not good. We are overbought again, which is an indicator that we could see this market start to move on the downside. So let's see how that plays out. Generally speaking, the trend is your friend, and both a long-term and intermediate-term trend on the euro against the US dollar is negative. So let's see what happens and go to our next market. Just give me 1 second. Here we go. The next market, gold. Gold again is in this sort of like trying to make a bottom. Hasn't done that yet. We were oversold. We came back to the midpoint of the Donchian trade channel. We have a minus 85 indicating the trend is still down. I would think we're going to see this market continue to move sideways to lower, possibly testing the 1550 level again. That would not surprise me. The market's trying to put in a base. It just hasn't succeeded yet. So give this market some time, but generally speaking, there's no reason to try to catch a falling knife here. There'll be lots of opportunities later on. Crude oil continues to find some support around the lower end of the Donchian trade channel, around 92. We've been moving sideways for the last 3 days. We are oversold. Let me just scope this down. We are oversold here. You can see right here. So I think we'll see some sort of support continuing to build for the market as we go forward here. So certainly the 92 level is support with the Donchian trade channel, so we'll see how that plays out. And lastly, we'll look at the US dollar, Japanese yen. We were very, very bullish on this, as you well know, in terms of the market going higher. All of our trade triangles are green, plus 100. This is this particular day here. We appeared on CNBC Asia and predicted this market would go higher to at least 100. We're currently trading at 98.87. I think we trade as high as 99. So 100 is our first target zone. Let's see how that plays out. Hey, I'm Adam Hewison. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be back tomorrow, and you have a great trading day.